According to the Tigray External Affairs Office, airstrikes, drone raids and heavy artillery bombardments were also underway. When asked if an operation had been launched, Bilan Essayem, spokeswoman for Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, said the Ethiopian government had a responsibility to protect its citizens in all parts of the country from any acts of terrorism. The new offensive has shattered a ceasefire that Ethiopia's government declared in June as its forces retreated from Tigray, where it had been pursuing the Tigray leaders who had dominated the national government for 27 years before Abiy took office and sidelined them. Thousands of people have been killed since the political dispute turned deadly in November last year. Amhara and Tigray have a decades-long dispute over territory after Tigray enlarged its borders a quarter of a century ago to include fertile farmlands also claimed by the Amhara region. Now, Amhara sent forces into that territory, officially known as Western Tigray, when fighting erupted in November between the National Army and the rebellious TPLF forces, and has retained control ever since. In June, Tigrayan forces took back control of most of Tigray, forcing the national military to withdraw. Tigrayan forces then invaded the neighboring region of Amhara in July, saying it was a tactic to try to force Amhara forces out of the heavy militarized region. Now, the fighting since November 2020 has displaced millions of people and forced hundreds of thousands of Tigrayans into famine, a situation the United Nations has blamed on a government blockade.
Facts show that access to Tigray, where we have been wanting to have 100 trucks every day arrive in Tigray to meet the needs of the over 5 million people there, we've never reached that. We've never had that, and it's been...
The government, on the other hand, has denied that it is blocking aid. The fighting has made about 5.2 million people in Tigray, more than 90% of the population, and another 1.7 million people in Afar and Amhara dependent on food aid. The new fighting defies calls for peace by the United Nations and others, and the threat of new sanctions from the United States and the European Union.